Hey everyone, want to know something? Samsung took away your SD card. That's right. Today we're going to be talking the all-new Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. I'm going to go over the specs, the pros, the cons. Now I hate to break it to you guys. I don't have 100 Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultras to give away live like some YouTubers. But if you take a second and hit that subscribe button, I'll be one step closer to being able to do it. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk smartphones as a whole. Today, while I was preparing for this video, I stumbled across an article on Global Web Index with a study done in 2018 asking what features people most desire in smartphones. I'm kind of surprised at the results. 51% of people say more storage is the most desired feature in a smartphone. Improved charging capabilities and more powerful processors were second and third. Personally, my top three are battery life, camera, and screen quality. I'm kind of curious to know what your top three features in a smartphone are, so be sure to comment below and let me know. Now let's head over to GSM Arena and take a look at how Samsung is addressing the top three desired features with the new Galaxy S21 Ultra. Alright, so taking a look at the GSM Arena website, which is where I go to look at all the specs for new phones, old phones, phones I buy at auction that I don't know the specs of. This is where I go to find them. Yeah, it looks like so the Galaxy S21 Ultra is available for pre-sale. You can go and order it from your carrier or from Samsung's website. It comes out on the 29th of January. Phones in general have just gotten a lot heavier. My iPhone 12 Pro Max feels like a brick compared to my previous iPhone. And it's 8 ounces, a little over 8 ounces. The new S21 Plus is also over 8 ounces, 8.01 ounces. So it's a beast as well. One of the things I wanted to touch on was the screen. Looks pretty amazing. The Samsung has always had fantastic screens. It's a thing. I've always liked their screens. They have the dynamic AMOLED is what they've called it, and their catchy name for it is the Infinity O display, which is a 6.8 inch dynamic AMOLED, 120 hertz refresh rate. That's pretty darn good. Again, phenomenal screen. Samsung started the dynamic AMOLED screen on the Note 10 phones, and they call it cinema grade color and contrast, and that it helps reduce eye strain and helps lessen sleep disturbances. So run out and get the Samsung. You're going to sleep better. Your eyes are going to last longer. That's the message I took away from that. I don't know about you guys. Resolution 1440 by 3200. I'm excited to get my hands on one of these phones because that screen is great. Except for I'm not buying Samsungs for a while, which we'll talk about in a minute. So first thing, if we refer back to what I said at the beginning, people are looking for more storage. Samsung gets rid of the SD card. That don't make any sense. iPhones never had the SD card. Samsung, that was always a cool thing for me. You'd have the SD card on Samsung. No more. Now, maybe their thought is most people store stuff in the cloud, and I guess I can give that to Samsung because that's what I do. I store everything in iCloud. And so physical storage, I always get the smallest storage iPhone because I have no need for the big storage models. So perhaps they've addressed the storage issue by the cloud storage, and they decided because they offer cloud storage, there's my OneDrive, Google Drive, Samsung Cloud, whatever they call theirs. Between all of those services, there's plenty of cloud storage to go around. So I'm assuming that's what their thought is. Why spend the extra money to put the part in when we have cloud storage? Let's touch on the camera, because the camera also looks pretty impressive. Now, here's a crazy thing. Spec-wise, the Samsung camera always just looks way better than the iPhone camera. Yet, every generation of Samsung, when I put them side by side, I don't notice a huge difference in quality, if any. And the difference that I usually have noticed is the iPhone has a better camera. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm just an iPhone lover, and anything you put up against my iPhone, I'm going to tell you sucks, because I'm not like that. I used to buy the newest Samsung and the newest iPhone every year so that I could stay knowledgeable on Android as well as the iPhone. So I've had many Samsungs, and I've liked a lot of the features. I love Android. I just happen to have the iPhone, and I've happened to always have a phenomenal experience with the cameras that are on the iPhone. Now, the Note 9, which was the last Samsung phone I had, took an incredible photo. So I don't have anything negative to say. It's just their specs seem like the picture should be way better than the iPhones. And that's just not been my experience. Perhaps the S21 Ultra takes the world's greatest photo, and I will be wrong. But 108 megapixels. Now the S20 had a 108 megapixel camera, but the day of 3 cameras are over. We now have 4 camera modules. 3's not enough. Gotta have 4. So you've got a periscope excuse me. It's a lot of big words. Periscope telephoto lens, which, if I can refer to my notes, enables you to take a very easy time zooming in off into the distance. And then you have another telephoto lens, 10 megapixel, and then you have a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens. So no matter what angle you're taking a photo from, Samsung has got you covered, especially with that 108 megapixel wide angle lens. Boy, that is a lot of pixels. If you're in the megapixel, if you want to show up somewhere and say, I got the most MPs, Samsung has got you covered. Now, let's talk the selfie camera. I'll admit, Apple's weak point. We still have 720p FaceTime cameras in MacBooks and iMacs. That better be something they fix when they come out with the new series of iMacs. You get a 40 megapixel wide angle front facing camera on the S21 Ultra. To put that in comparison, I got a 12 megapixel. I'm filming right now on my front-facing 12 megapixel front-facing selfie camera. We got to step it up a little bit, Apple, on the front-facing camera. No headphone jack. It's a thing of the past. Samsung used to make fun of everyone for, or excuse me, not everyone. Samsung used to make fun of Apple for no more headphone jack. Yet with the Note 10, they go ahead and remove it. Samsung is just their follower. So it's just one of those things we all got to deal with. No headphone jack. It's gone. Plus everything's Bluetooth. Why do you need to plug a headphone in? Now here's one thing that I wish Apple could figure out that Samsung has figured out. I mean, I kind of know why Apple hasn't done this, but Samsung has the fingerprint sensor that's in the screen. I've long been under the belief that Samsung's facial recognition is not anywhere close to as secure as Face ID at Apple. If anyone knows that answer or has an article to reference, leave that in the comments below, because I'm curious for a definitive answer on if Samsung's facial scanning to unlock your phone is as secure as Apple. Now, I wish Apple would give me a physical fingerprint sensor in the power button. I'd be okay with it in the power button. I just sometimes, especially with the pandemic, my face and the mask, and it, I've got to pull the mask down, and I've tried to program it where you cover half the face. It just don't work for me. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. If you know how to do it, again, let me know, because I can't program Face ID. Battery. Got a big battery in the Galaxy S21 Ultra. 5,000 milliamps. Pretty impressive. They claim all-day battery life. Now everyone's claiming all-day battery life. And then if you look at Samsung's little disclaimer at the bottom, it's super specific and lets me know exactly what they mean by all-day battery life based on average battery life under typical usage conditions. It's exactly what I wanted to know. Specific, concise. Lawyers. But here's what I compare it to. The iPhone has 3,700 milliamps, the 12 Pro Max. I've yet to have my phone die during the day. So, for my usage, I'm assuming, set aside from Android being, if it's way less conservative in its energy, it should last all day. They do have fast charging, which has been a Samsung thing for a while, but fast charging, 25 watts. They claim that 100% charge in an hour if you use their 25 watt power adapter, which is sold separately. Yeah, everyone's getting on the trend. Sell that power adapter separately. It's an extra $30 in revenue. And then, of course, sports, 15 watt wireless charging. And then the reverse charging. I don't get the reverse charging. Does anyone want to explain to me what the reverse charging is all about? If you're in a position where nobody has a charger, your phone's full, your friend doesn't have a charger, you want to take your phone, deplete its battery to charge your friend's phone? I'm all about friendship and sharing and all that, but why would you give up your phone and its battery so that you can charge your friend's phone's battery? Just hand them your phone. Or you can charge your wireless earbuds. Again, wireless earbuds are useless if your phone isn't charged. But hey, it is a phenomenal marketing ploy. Flip your phone over, it's a wireless charger. Can't beat it. Gotta have it. And this is the year of the Phantom in Samsung. Colors: Phantom Black, Phantom Silver, Phantom Titanium, Phantom Navy, Phantom Brown. It's all about the Phantom. Gotta have it. Now to wrap up my initial impression, the spec coverage of the S21 Ultra. Let's talk price. $1,199, $1,200 base model, 128 gigabytes of storage. About average for a flagship smartphone. You want the best? You gotta pay the best. Thanks a ton for watching. Really means a lot to me. To see more of my videos, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. I'm going to be posting new videos every Monday, so if there's a specific topic that you'd like me to cover, make sure that you leave it in the comments below. That's it for now. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you next video.